Why women lose interest and how to flip the power dynamic. Imagine having the ability to completely change the way she sees you, going from an afterthought to the man she can't get out of her head. The truth is, women don't just lose interest randomly. There are clear reasons why attraction fades, and if you know what they are, you can not only prevent it but actually flip the power dynamic in your favor. Most guys make the mistake of thinking they need to work harder to regain a woman's attention, but that's not the answer. Instead, you need to understand why she's pulling away in the first place and use that knowledge to shift the energy back in your favor. Once you do that, she won't just be interested again, she'll be chasing you. Number 1. You became too predictable. Attraction thrives on excitement, uncertainty, and mystery. If she knows exactly what you're going to say, do, or how you're going to react, the excitement starts to fade. She may not even realize it, but subconsciously, she starts craving something different, watching your favorite movie over and over again. At first, it's exciting, but by the 10th time, you already know every scene, every line. It's no longer thrilling. This is exactly what happens when you become too predictable in a relationship. The mystery that once made her intrigued starts to disappear, and so does her attraction. Here's how to flip the power dynamic, become unpredictable again. Change up your routine, do something unexpected, introduce a new hobby, or take on a challenge that makes you unavailable for a while. When she notices you're evolving, that you have a life outside of her, she'll start wondering about you again. That curiosity is what pulls her back in. Women don't lose interest because they want something better. They lose interest because the excitement fades. Bring back the unpredictability and you'll bring back her attention. Number 2, you overinvested too soon. One of the biggest mistakes men make is giving too much too soon. Whether it's time, attention, affection, or validation, when you overinvest before she's earned it, she starts to take it for granted. Women are naturally drawn to men they perceive as high value. But if you constantly chase her, shower her with compliments, or rearrange your life to accommodate hers, she starts to feel like she has too much control. And once she knows she has you completely, the chase is over. The power dynamic shifts, and she starts looking elsewhere for excitement. Pull back your energy. Stop giving her all of your time and attention. Let her feel the space of your absence. When she senses that she's no longer the center of your world, she'll start craving that validation again. And the best part, this makes her the one who has to work for you. When a woman has to earn your time and attention, she values it more. If you give it away too easily, it loses its meaning. Flip the dynamic by making her chase again. Number 3, you lost your edge. When she first met you, there was something about you that made her intrigued. Maybe it was your confidence, your ambition, or the way you carried yourself. But somewhere along the way, you might have softened up, gotten too comfortable, or stopped focusing on your own growth. Women lose interest when a man stops being the version of himself that she was initially drawn to. If you were ambitious, confident, and full of life when you met, but now you've settled into complacency, she's going to feel it, and that feeling makes her pull away. Never stop evolving. Keep working on yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Stay ambitious, set new goals, chase something bigger than just a relationship. When you continue to improve and level up, you reignite that spark of attraction. She sees that you're a man who doesn't settle, and that makes her want to be part of your journey. The most attractive men are the ones who stay sharp. They don't let a relationship dull their edge. Stay on your path and she'll chase you just like she did in the beginning. Number 4, you became too emotionally available. There's nothing wrong with being emotionally open, but there's a difference between sharing your emotions and dumping them on her. A woman wants to feel safe with a man, not like she has to be his emotional caretaker. If you constantly vent, seek reassurance, or rely on her for emotional stability, she starts to feel like the one leading the relationship. And when she feels like the leader, attraction fades. Here's how to fix it. Become the emotional rock again. Women are naturally drawn to men who can handle their own emotions, who stay cool under pressure, and who don't let every little thing shake them. If you're facing challenges, handle them with quiet confidence. If she tries to test you with drama, don't react. Stay composed. The more she sees that you're in control of your emotions, the more drawn to you she'll be. A man who leads emotionally is a man she respects, and respect is the foundation of attraction. Number 5, you need to create space. One of the most powerful ways to flip the dynamic is by creating space. Women need time to miss you. If you're always there, always available, always one text away, she never gets the chance to feel your absence. Think about it like this. When you're always in the same room as your phone, you don't think about it much. But the moment you leave it somewhere and realize you don't have it, you suddenly need it. This is exactly how attraction works. When you're always around, she doesn't feel the need to chase. But the moment you step back, she starts wondering where you are, what you're doing, and why you're not giving her the same attention anymore. This doesn't mean playing games. It just means living your life. Be busy. Focus on your goals. Go out with your friends. Build something for yourself that isn't centered around her. The less available you are, the more valuable your presence becomes. When you create space, she'll fill it with thoughts of you, and that's when the dynamic flips, when she starts craving your attention again. Final thoughts. Women don't lose interest because they randomly change their minds. There's always a reason. But the good news is, you have the power to reverse it. By staying unpredictable, maintaining your edge, making her work for your attention, and creating space, you shift the energy back in your favor. And once you flip the power dynamic, she won't just be interested again, she'll be chasing you.